In this video, we will talk about layout. So we already talked about layout in another video, and we inserted a 3D model from Sketchup, and then we created different views. And here you can see all the different views, like the perspectives and sections, plan views. You can insert measurements, annotations, and so on. In this video, we're going to explore some additional features of layout. So, for example, you can insert spreadsheets like from Excel, or you can insert the reports that you can generate inside SketchUp. You can also create here drawings for technical drawings. You can insert also CAD blocks and drawings in DWG format or DXF, and also simple images that you can find on the web that you want to insert into your sheet, into your layout. So I've created just now a new sheet which is completely blank, and this is gonna be the third page, and I can go back and forward here with the other pages, and I can also create a presentation. So right here I can go back and forward using the arrow keys, and also with this one right here at the top, these are navigation tools, so you can create a presentation of images, slideshow to present your project. And let's get started with something really simple. You can find the same navigation tools that you find in the SketchUp application. So you can scroll the scroll wheel for the zoom, and you can also hold the scroll wheel down to have the pan, and these are basically the only two that you need here. Now we don't need to go through all these different objects or tools because they are similar. Well, actually they are identical to the ones that you find in SketchUp, and we already talked about all the 2D drawing part, but you can find also something a little bit different, like this rounded and this losange. These are not available in SketchUp, but only here in the layout application. And also you have this ellipse. Okay, but they are all standard shapes. These are vector shapes, so you can select them, scale them. You can rotate using this handle, so it's looking like, for example, Illustrator or vector graphic software. And you also have the text, simple text here, and you have the pointed text or label text, and you have dimensions. Here we go, and table if you want to create a table right here. You can then fill the table with the data that you want. Okay, and as you saw before, you can also import. You can insert things from outside. So if you go to File, Insert, and I'm going to insert a spreadsheet here that I've created with the Generate Report of SketchUp, which is another really interesting tool for management. So you can create one and then you can bring it in the layout. And also, well, we have these additional tools. So let me create now some sort of plan view for a small apartment. So I will use the line. And another important panel here is this one is here in the right side. So if you want to draw already in scale, you can use the scale drawing panel. So if I say make scale drawing, I can choose a scale. So let's say I will choose the 1 to 100. So 1 millimeters is equal to 100 millimeters in reality. Okay. Now you can use any other measure or any other units that you feel comfortable with. So I will create now my apartment. So I will do something really simple, something like that. You can see I can use the snaps or the inferences. So they are called, and I have the offset just like in SketchUp, so you can create a double line to represent the wall. And here I'm gonna type, well, I am in millimeters right now, so I'm gonna type 300 millimeters. Okay, so this is gonna be my wall. And well, you can definitely use all the other tools that we explored in the first part of the video course, in the 2D drawing part, but here we have some extra. So we have the split tool. Now you can exit the scaled drawing here. We can continue to create normal drawings. So I'm gonna create a line, so I can split this into two parts. And these are gonna be two separate lines. And I can also join two lines together. So these are gonna be part of the same drawing again. And these are the extra tools basically. And you can also copy and paste style. So if you like a style in a particular view here, you can copy that and bring it into another part of the drawing. Okay, now this is just the section right here that has been transferred. So this is useful when you created, again, a really personal style, a customized style, and you want to bring it into different drawings. Okay, let's go back here to the sheet here, and you can add dimension. Now these dimensions here are gonna be realistic. So this is 3.96 in reality, but not in the drawing. It's gonna be like 7 centimeters, something like that in the drawing. So everything is in scale, correctly in scale. And also I can change the scale here. So I can select this, go here and say, okay, I want this 1:50. So everything's gonna be updated and correctly measured with the correct units. So it's a pretty handy tool that you can use here, an extra tool that it's definitely useful. I can also copy and paste some of these views. So for example, I want this one and this one. So I can select them with the Control key, right click and say copy, or Control C of the keyboard, and then go back here and say Control B. And once they're copied, I can do whatever I want, working with the styles or with other elements. Okay, so now they're in. And once they're in, for example here, I can go right down inside and I can create a rectangle in the same position of this wall here. Okay, now another important thing is to understand the arrangement. So if I select this, right click and say arrange, I want to send this all the way to the back. Now another important